Alright, hi everybody, it's me, Bonkai922. It's Gundam time. Mostly Gundam, Blooded Iron Orphans. Episode 9. On that note, I should let everyone know, I've started watching Unicorn. I watched episode 1, give or take. It took me a while because fucking Kiss Anime was fucking up. Kiss Anime had some legal issues with these fucking fuckboys who were taking down their videos. But anyway, it's back up. I should be able to watch it eventually, and I will watch those 7 every OVAs and come on down with you with a unicorn review. But onto that, let's onto this. Blood Orphans, episode 9. This one, what was this called? I'm just checking the episode title. Sakazuki. Sakazuki. It's really hard to say. Anyway, pretty much what happened in this episode, Orga and the rest, well, not everyone, Orga, Mika, Biscuit, and those other people who were part of the crew, majority of the main ones, went with Naze to what is known as Tawa's headquarters. The head of Tawaz. His name eludes me, unfortunately. I forgot his name, but surprisingly, he gave off this Italian, which it doesn't really surprise me when you consider what Naze looks like and everything. But he had this Italian feel to him. In fact, they offered them cannolis. That threw me off. I was like, cannolis? Okay. But basically, what transpires during this meeting is Naze decides to do a blood pact with Orga. Now, I was looking on Mechanauts' Facebook group, and people were chiming in saying, "Oh, this is bad. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad." They're saying that they're gonna kill them off, but I don't think so because everybody was chiming in. I think it was Adele Tycoon. He said, Tomino's not directing this. He's not involved in this Gundam series, so we won't see that. People getting killed off that easily, but pretty much they do this blood pact. Also, they strip the armor. Okay, they do strip the armor off of the Gundam. The guy who does it, he's like really excited. Like he's getting a Gundam hard on or some shit. And we get to see it without its armor on. And he's so excited because this was one of the Gundams that was directly involved with the ending of the Calamity War. And he was excited about it, blah, blah, blah. We also get another interesting conversation between the leader of Taiwan and Cordelia. He basically tells her, if you continue down this path, there will be war. There will be war, and there will be bloodshed. Basically saying how, like, the Earth is grouped up in different countries and territories, and one of the people who's part of the governments down there that is in agreement with what she wants to do is in agreement. Like he's continuing wanting to do that, but he's basically saying that if you continue this way, though, there's going to be bloodshed. I mean, the Galahorns, Gelahorns, are after them. And he's basically telling her this fact and everything else. And she basically, at the end, makes her decision and decides to continue on. Because it will be a betrayal on the sacrifices of the others who were on Mars. The other kids who died. Now, there's one problem I have with this episode. His name eludes me. Ian, whatever his name is, the kid who was upset that his lieutenant, his superior, got killed. Remember him? Okay. Well, there's a scene with McGillis and his subordinate and this kid. This kid is going to be McGillis's subordinate. What this guy says, I want to get up and slap him in the face. Like, he's like saying basically that his superior, who I think it was his Lieutenant Crank, that was his name, said that he would not kill innocent children, and basically went there to die. And then he's basically saying, oh, but they killed him, therefore it's okay to kill guilty children. I'm like, I want to slap this kid in the face. And reason being, it's like this. Motherfucker, you went down there. You went down there to start shit. You went down there to kill them. You went down there to kill Cordelia. Okay? So you're upset because they killed him? Look in the mirror, motherfucker. This is called war. Maybe you should deal with it. Deal with it. Now, I'm not going to say this character is going to turn into a... Of course, you didn't hear that. I said Jared. Nobody even knows who Jared is. Jared from Zeta Gundam. I don't think he's going to be that bad. But I think he's going to be as bad as Clemmy from Double Zeta. I have a feeling, because the way he's acting, like, come on, man, it's war. It's war. So you want vengeance on your... By the way, just throwing it out there, he went on his own volition. Okay? He went on his own volition, and if you're pissed off that these kids killed him, guess what? Tough shit. Then maybe you shouldn't have attacked them. Thought of that. I'm sorry, but that kid's just a little bitch. He's a little bitch. Bitch made. Moving on. The rest of the episode is just that conclusion of that. And the preview shows there was this scene where they're partying, and this woman with blonde hair, as Org is throwing up, gives him a handkerchief, and she walks away. And she's basically stating how this is what it means. These are some things you have to get used to being an adult. And she walks away. We see her again in the next week's episode. We don't know much about her, but we're going to find out apparently a lot about her next week. And we also get to see the Gundam again with armor on. It looks the same thing. They didn't even change it. So it's the same setup and everything. But as we're moving forward now, basically, Orga and his family and the children and all that jazz, they now have a backing. Taiwan's Maze and his family and his women, they have that backing. So now things aren't going to be as bad as they were. Now, moving forward, now this episode was good. I'm probably going to just say 4 out of 5 for this one. Moving forward, we really need something to, what I'm trying to say. Something to really get a real-time epic battles. Because logistically speaking, these mobile suits that the other people are using, that Galahorns are using, that Naze's group Taiwas are using, they're not really... And listen, I think that this Gundam series right now, the mobile suits don't have energy beam weapons. They don't have, they don't have freaking beam swords. They don't have those. So instead we have these actual melee weapons that are made out of iron. Which, if that's a continuous thing, then fine. I have no problem with that. But what I really want to see is that other hitch, that other hint, that other little nick that's going to suggest, okay, here's them, here's Takadan, Dorn, I can't say that name, Iron Flower, here they are. What are they going to do to compete against them? What mobile suit? Because really the only mobile suits that Gallahorn has that can complete with the Baratos is McGillis. And Sporting. That's the only ones I see. I don't see anyone else. So on that note, you got to figure that eventually they're gonna have to get something. But overall, 4 out of 5. I like where this is going. It seems like they're moving forward. They're gonna go to Mars, and this is really going to turn into a war because the fact of the matter is, the group of the Gallahorns, they have controlled the governing of everything on Earth since the end of that war, since the end of the Calamity War, which happened 300 years ago. So, knowing that, you wonder if we're going to see another Gundam. Because I don't think with what they have, they can compete with it. In fact, let's be honest here. The time-wise, yeah, those girls, they put up a bigger fight than the other ones, than Gallahorns did. I mean, think about it. One person. And you know what? McGillis didn't even do much against Mika. Against the Gundam. He didn't. No one did. So you figure that something's gonna have to change, I think, as we move along. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Gundam, episode 9. Pretty boss. Pretty boss. We'll see what happens later on. I should let you know Thursday. Impressive unboxing. Big one. Slightly big. It's going to be called, I'm going to do like a series called Gundam Greatness. And it's just going to continue through November, December, and January. And the big hitch is definitely going to be on Christmas. That's the big hitch. It's going to be massive. The massivest of massive. Call it a Gundam Christmas, if you will. I could also call it a Char Christmas. Okay, so that's what I got for you guys. Ball Card X-Ray 2. I'll see you guys later. I guess I'll do One Punch Man. Peace out.